let's see. Hi. And I said hi to. Hi, Becky Boo. Oh, I just got here. And Regina says, I'm not asleep. Hey there, Princess. How you doing? I'm trying to be really quiet. Can you hear me? Because everybody here is asleep. Make sure I plug this laptop in. Can you guys hear me? I'm just whispering. Oh, hi Dallas. How you doing? Long time no see. Just thought I would pop on here. I don't do too many lives anymore. Just the shorts and a few lives for once in a while. Yeah, in a while I can't talk. Hope everybody's doing well. Well, it's can be. So what's new? What's new, guys? Yeah, I'm trying to be quiet so I don't get a bad problem. Can you guys hear me good enough? Yeah. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. I'm not going to do a panel. I don't want to. It seems like all anybody wants to do these days is do panels. And even though I'm using my StreamYard, I don't go live enough anymore to really worry about running out of the StreamYards. Dallas says he can't wait for 2023. Regina says she's watching Tennessee beat Clemson in the Orange Bowl. I didn't know nothing about no Orange Bowl. I don't know nothing about football. That's cool. Hi, Jen. How are you? Hope you're doing good. I just thought I'd pop on here a few minutes. Just a few minutes. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas. All that good junk. I'm almost afraid to do a live panel anymore because people are always just. I mean, I haven't had too much bad luck on my channel, but people just want to argue and be ornery and be mean to each other and stuff like that. I can't wait for my girlfriend to come home. I bet you're going to be happy to see her. Hi, Ken Russell. How are you, darling? That's Jovita. And Becky says, surely 2023 will be better for us. At least that's what I'm praying. Yeah. Love from Colorado, says Jovita. Yeah, one thing about life is it is what it is, right? Thank you, Jovita. Love from Colorado. Oh my goodness. Eye itches. Yeah, I'm going through kind of a hard time, but nothing I can't handle after a while. I have deactivated my phone because I am just not in the mood to, you can deactivate it and turn it back on with your phone company. I have been doing too many lives. I think old age is just getting to me. And, I just haven't been feeling like talking to many people or anything. That's why I come on light. But I'm sure glad you guys are here. It just seems like all people want to do when they come on YouTube is come up on panels. But right now, I can't handle that. I can't handle a lot of noise and a lot of talking, and yeah, sometimes we just get too much. Quiet listener, that's Miss Victoria. She's saying Happy New Year to everybody. Coping with the yarn, long time no see. How you doing? I'm not even in the mood to crochet lately, I don't feel bad. I'm just 60. I know a lot of people are older than me, but sometimes we just need a break. Well, my surgery was fine. I'm just, how it gets, Regina. Have you ever just felt like you've been alive forever? And I just put my Facebook in deactivation mode. So if I had you guys on Facebook, don't think I deleted you. I just kind of wanted to come on here in case anybody was up to. I'm just doing YouTube shorts and putting them on. I'm just at that age where it's hard to get excited about anything. I'm not really depressed. Hi, Brenda. I'm just tired, Sometimes we just get tired. I don't really have a thing to complain about. And don't have a right to complain about anything. But I'm just tired. We all get there. Physically and emotionally. And I didn't see Connection Lives and Entrance 2020. Thank you. I can't tell how many thumbs up I haven't even been in the mood. I've got so much yarn. I need to do a Happy Mail. I got a big box of yarn from Brenda Land. I got a big box of yarn from, seems like I've seen you somewhere before, Connection Lives. Maybe just somebody. Yeah, we do need a little break. We all do sometimes. It's just, I don't know. Who knows? If I knew what it was, then I guess I wouldn't be it. If that makes any sense. But I'm a very happy person and a very positive person, but even sometimes very there. No, I don't get triggers. But sometimes we just who knows? If I knew the answers, what I was talking about, then I probably wouldn't feel the way I feel. No triggers. It's hard. Yeah, we get in funks. It's just I don't know. I just don't really want to talk on the phone. I've deactivated my phone. I can still use my phone to put up YouTube videos, and I've just been doing those shorts and stuff. Sometimes I get lots of views, sometimes I don't. It doesn't matter. We just take one day at a time. Yeah. And I had my Christmas. I love decorations. I'm going to have to take them down. I don't really want to. I worked hard because they're so beautiful. I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed at all. I'm not sad. I'm not mad. I'm not glad. If that made sense. Yeah, I'm not even any of that stuff. I'm just, I just need a big time out. Of course, I like doing YouTube. I like getting the views. I like doing that because that pays me some good money. Yeah, I just need a break. Sometimes we just need to chill out, and we need to just chill out. I know, I'm telling you. Enid says she's in bed. Yeah, Enid, don't think that I'm not answering. Well, not answering the phone, but I had my phone turned off. Called the phone company and had them turn it off for a while. Not because of anybody, just because I need to just reflect, I guess. Of course, then that would take some thinking, and that's a lot of energy. Oh God, my fish, I hope my fish didn't flop out of the tank. Heard a flip-flop in there. But my doctors all have Colin's number, so if they need to get a hold of me, yeah. If YouTube needs to YouTube. If the doctors need to get a hold of me, they can call Colin's phone or his dad's. But once my husband gets gone to Africa, which is early next, not this month, but next month, yes, exactly, decompressing. And once he goes to Africa and is gone for a few weeks, I'll probably feel better. Oh yeah, but we all have a lot on our plate. But we always have a lot on our plate. My dad used to say, we're all in hell, just in certain levels. Not meaning we're whatever, but in hell. But we all have a certain amount of hell. And there really is no right to even complain about things because we're all going through stuff. But sometimes we just need to chillax. Yeah, my husband goes to Africa. He does missionary work. He does a lot of preaching over there, but more of his preaching is in the house. I'm not sure what kind of preacher he is these days. But yeah, when his dad goes to Africa, he always goes to Africa with his father. So that'll be good to get rid of him for a while. Hey, Dan. Yeah, he'll be gone for, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month, whatever. But I'm just taking a break. Just taking a break. Just chilling. And relaxing and trying to keep, sometimes we just want to be in a quiet mode. We don't want to hear noises or, hell, I would probably feel the same until the lawn needs to be mowed. Oh, I'll mow the grass myself. I like to get out there with the push. Well, he mows. Like we have a lot of property. He mows the big part with the riding lawnmower and the tractor, because we have a lot of. Good night, Enid, honey. Get you some sleep. Honey, I have so many hobbies and I do so many crafty things. No, I never want to start another hobby. Too many things. I have too many hobbies, to tell you the truth, but thanks for suggesting. No, I'm not crocheting much right now. I did a lot for Christmas, and I did real good with sales. I sold a lot to people that I actually know in person. I did real good. I did $346 altogether. I thought that was pretty good for just because I sell my things little, very, very inexpensive, and just little things. Well, the only thing about that, Becky, I was saying about lives is the thing is, I'm surprised this many people's here and I'm not letting anybody up on the panel. The thing is about lives. StreamYard's ruined that. Because when you do live, usually people don't want to come unless you're doing a panel. And I know me and a few other people on YouTube that I'm good friends with, I'm working on an Afghan in red, white, and blue. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Hi, Manilyn. How are you? But the thing is, everybody wants to come up on the panel. And yeah, I'm using my StreamYards, but I'm not going to pull up a panel, you know. But people just, people want to gripe and people fuss. And not always, but people always get, you know what I'm saying. Manilyn says hello to everybody. I welcome the trolls if the trolls want to come in, and anybody that wants to come in. It amazes me that so many people can make up so many accounts and come up on I'm not even going to go there. Make up a bunch of account names and come up on people's panels and act a fool. I could never imagine why anybody would want to be a troublemaker. There's lots of them out there, though. Lots of them. So, what's everybody got planned for tomorrow night? I have one thing I have never done is go. I have never went out on New Year's Eve. Whoops. That was my phone. If you don't want to do lives, it's fine. You can do videos. Oh, yeah, I got plenty of them out there, trust me. But that's why I've been doing go in there and watch all those shorts. I've got over 300 shorts. Some of them are funny. Some of them got lots of views. Some of them hardly got any views. But it's fun. Sorry about that. I had to pick up the phone. Yeah, exactly. People don't understand that what they reap is what you reap is what you sow. What you sow is what you reap. Yeah, quiet and safe at home. People, they don't realize. And for every action, there's a reaction. And I'm a pretty calm person. Don't like no drama. But if I get to the point where I'm sick and tired of the drama, especially if a person's giving to me, I'll let them know it finally when I've had enough. That's kind of like what I'm going through now. Nobody's really giving me any grief. But, I didn't go anywhere on Christmas Day, not because I was angry with anybody or anything. It's just, no matter where you go, no matter how loving a family is, you go for holidays. This is just how I feel. When I say you, I mean me. Somebody's always going to be starting something. Not necessarily with, but the kids. Kids aren't happy with what you get them for Christmas. This, that, and the other. Grown-up people argue. It just gets to a point. I don't even want to be around anybody in person. I love my family, but it's just better to keep to yourself. I believe you know of me from joining your channel from someone else's live. Could be. This is my second go around with the channel. This is, I've had this channel, let's see, September, October, November. I've had this channel for 14 months. 13 or 14 months. Yeah, I just, now Christmas Eve, my son cooked dinner and we had a little small thing. And then Christmas morning, my son and my husband went to his parents. Yeah, I have a brother and two sisters, but they don't live real close. And, they all have their own family, and that's fine, But once Mama and Daddy both die, and I'm 60, so, But my mother died 10 years ago. It'll be 10 years ago, the 17th of January. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Hi, Emma Lover. Yeah, she'll be did 10 years, the 17th. My dad died in 2016, but once mom and dad is gone, it's kind of, and I think that's kind of like the way it is for everybody. For a few years, my sister lived in the same house that my parents lived in, that we lived in our whole entire life until we grew up and got married. But for about 3 years, she had the family up at Christmas, and we carried on, just like we did with mom and dad. But there comes a time, I think, in everybody's lives, we just get older, and when we get old, we just want to rest. And that's all I want to do. Yeah, I've lost my mom and dad, and I lost a brother too when I was 18. How you been doing, Joanne? I hope you had a good Christmas and everything with all your young'uns. It sure ain't the same once your mom and dad pass. Nope. And I've heard lots of people say this. No matter how old you are, when your parents both die, you feel like an orphan. And I still do. I'm 60 years old, and I'm the baby of the family, believe it or not. And I feel like an orphan, and I'm 60. But life is hard. And it never gets easier, does it? We just got to pray and be thankful for what we got and keep going. And try not to complain too much, because the more you complain and the more you think, oh, woe is me, whatever, it'll make you feel worse. Sometimes we just got to step back to what I'm doing right now and just doing things my way and doing things the way I like them and just dealing and chilling. And I don't really go to people's lives too much anymore. I do go in and say hi. And, you need to stay at least 5 or 10 minutes so it'll count for the person, Well, no, neither of us had a wonderful 2022. Just hope 23 will be better. Yeah. Mine wasn't too bad, but Becky Boo, I know that yours was very, very trying. God bless you. But no matter, anytime my doctor told me that he thinks the reason why I'm feeling what I'm feeling, anytime we go under anesthesia, it is so hard for our brain. And it can cause depression. Now, I'm not going to say I'm depressed because, yeah, Joanne says wasn't a good year for her too. Bless your heart, sweetheart. But anytime they put us under anesthesia, and I got to take medication right now, by the way, speaking of that. Anytime they put us out, I ain't taking no medication because I'm out of water. but it's hard for the brain. It is very hard for the brain. So I was put out 3 different times, my surgeries, and before my surgery. And I think it's affecting me. I think it's why I feel just kind of, I'm not depressed. I wouldn't even admit it if I was. I don't want to borrow trouble, Borrowing trouble by saying we're depressed and stuff like that can really... You're drinking what you drinking, girlfriend. But what I mean by borrowing trouble is exactly that. Don't borrow trouble. Don't, oh, Joanne, honey, I'm so, so sorry. God love you. Oh, honey. I am so, so sorry. Bless your heart. God love you, honey. Oh, my honey. I'm praying for you, sweetheart. praying for you, honey. My word. See, here I was talking about when parents die, there's nothing like our parents. And I feel sorry for anyone that doesn't have maintaining a good relationship with their mom and dad. Because I'll tell you what, my mom and dad, yes, condolences, Joanne, honey. Outlaw says his uncle makes him depressed. I'm sorry, honey, for you too. I tell ya, I'm so sorry. It's this whole life, sometimes I wonder, you know, I'm healing and that's a good thing. 4 times put asleep and 6 times in the hospital or ER just this year. So sorry, Joanne, for your loss. Yeah. Yes, hugs and prayers. You hear all kinds of things. And I remember and I kept saying to Joanne, I'm sorry. We don't know what to say. But that's the thing. A lot of people, when my parents died, even when my brother died, when my friends died, and somebody would come up and say, I'm sorry. I almost wanted to say, what are you sorry for? That I had this person I loved and now they're gone? Which is true. But in a way, just to me, I don't know how others feel, it was almost kind of like a slap in the face, like they're telling me they're sorry. But we don't know what else to say. You know where I'm coming from? It's just crazy life. Life is just crazy. But yeah, we love you, Joanne, honey. I'm thinking about you. I'll be saying a prayer for you tonight, honey, when I go to rest, honey. And people say, hang in there. The thing is, we don't know we'll never know how much someone is hurting. We know how bad we hurt when something like this happens. If we could just, a lot of people are empathetic and some people aren't. They're not at all. I've seen people that lose their loved ones and oh, thank you, honey. And they just don't even feel anything. Yeah, it does suck. My dog's gonna get knocked out if he don't. Sorry, guys. He's ornery. He'll come in here barking at me in a minute because he hears me talking. But when it's your worst moment in your life, when the worst you feel, if you've lost a loved one or whatever, we got to remember that when our friends tell us they've lost someone, to remember how we felt so that we know how they felt. There's people that are empathetic and there's people that have no compassion for others, and I swear I don't understand that. I've been to funerals before where people have lost their parents, their brothers, their sisters, their children, and it's almost like they're happy. It's almost like they were a burden to them. I don't understand that, but I don't know the whole story either. You know what I'm trying to say? I think some people just don't. I'm the kind of person that I don't even know. Do you guys know what I'm trying to say? Some people just don't. Maybe they're so self-consumed. Does that make sense? They're so self-centered that all they can think about is themselves. I don't know. That's one reason why I go to cemeteries. I'll drive by a cemetery and I'll say, hi, friends. My husband looks at me like, what's wrong with you? That's not your friends. The Bible says necromancy. We're not supposed to talk to dead people. But I just don't believe everybody that... Okay, that's a whole other show. I'm not going to get into that. But, it's just... If you're still there, Joanne, honey, just remember you got some narcissists around you. Is that what you mean, love? Just know that I'm thinking about you, honey, and people got to be good to each other. That's all there's to it. But yeah, I know people that it's like they don't feel. Gina says, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, thank you, hon. You know what I'm trying to say? I just don't understand people that, and I've seen a lot of that lately, where people don't they realize that they're going to, like some of these, oh God, I should just shut up. I got all these things going through my head. Like, for instance, some young people, like, my sons will say stuff and not necessarily doing it to be mean. They joke around a lot. When a person gets to a certain age, they don't feel like joking around a lot. But people don't realize, and I was young once, that when they say things, like my kids call me a boomer. Well, I am a boomer. I'm a baby boomer. I was born in 1962. That fell in those years of what a baby boomer is. And yes, when people treat you bad and when you put up boundaries, they turn it around and you act like you are the one in the wrong. Exactly. And I have many boundaries. And one person in particular that I am married to, does that tell you? He does not know his boundaries. Yep, Brenda's a boomer. And that's why I'm going to be glad that my husband goes to Africa, because I don't know what that dude's deal is. But for God's okay, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I am not. I mean, you can love somebody, but also hate them. And hate is a very strong word. And when you use the word hate, it opens up a huge can. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we are the same age. You're 62, Regina. Well, girlfriend, you know what? You know what I'm talking about, love. My dad died in 99, and I was working away. And when Mom was able to get a hold of me, he was already buried. Oh, God love you, sweetheart. I was with my mom and dad both holding their hand when they passed away. My mom did not go in a coma. She was awake until the minute she died. My dad went in a coma about 2 hours before he passed away. But I remember holding their hand, and I wanted to hold their hand until I could no longer feel their pulse. That sounds weird, but my mom was sharp as a tack up until the minute she passed away. Yes, there is, honey. There is a very fine line between love and hate. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And sometimes the person that you're supposed to love the most, you can love them and hate them at the same time. But I will tell you one thing about myself is I care too much. And that's my own, that is my curse. It's a blessing and it's a curse. Mine died in 99, stayed with my mom for a month. Yeah, I took care of my mom and dad before. In fact, I retired from teaching in 2009 for the reasons of because of my epilepsy, and then I also took care of them and was with them every single day. My mom, we would not put them in a nursing home. They were in the hospital several times during that time. Yeah, and the time comes, Joanne, honey, I'm so sorry. God, see, there I go, saying I'm so sorry. My daddy lived 4 years after my mom passed away. Now, I think that My dad and all of us said the same thing. We're not glad my mother passed away. No, we're not. That's never glad you lose someone you love, but my mom would not have made it. She would not have made it a month, and she would have probably passed away within 24 hours or sooner after my dad passed away. She wasn't strong mentally, emotionally enough. And my dad lived 4 years after my mom passed away. And we were watching a movie tonight, and it was, I don't know what I was thinking. It was called 1923. It's like part of one of those Yellowstone series. And I said, 1923 was the year my dad died. And then I started crying, raised my computer lid up so Colin and Kim wouldn't know what I was doing. And then Colin said, no, Mom, Pop was born in 1925. And I was like, oh yeah. And he goes, what are you doing over there? And I said, I'm not doing nothing. My mom died in January this year. I will be sad all next month. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah, I hope Joanne has a good support system too. God love you, sweetheart. Yeah, the 17th of January will be 10 years my mom's been gone. I'll tell you what, I wonder why God, the Bible says all this and that and stuff about death, and we're supposed to rejoice because our family, our loved ones are going to a better place. That's what we pray for. But why did God have to make it so doggone hard to lose them? The Bible goes on and on and on and on about grief and how to handle it. But gosh, I buried my biological mother when I was 12. Oh, Joanne, honey. Oh, my. So young. Yeah, I know you do love bunches. Yeah, that's part of my problem now, sometimes and when you get older, it's not so bad when, this is just the way I think about it. It's not so bad when you're younger, but when you give so much to people because you love them, you care about them. And I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about love and attention and help them and hi, Nancy. Nancy says, here, Noni, and here, Stitches, Brendan, and Joanne, and all. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? But when you give so much to someone, you don't want anything in return. You don't even want love, But you give your all to them. And, they appreciate it. And then what I'm trying to say is you try as hard as you can to help people, to help them to live, to help them to be strong, and then you turn around and lose them. Death does not discriminate, does it? Joanne says she buried her biological when I was 28. I buried my adopted dad 8 years ago, and Mom this year. Oh, bless your heart, sweetheart. Oh, thank you, Brenda. I love talking to you too, sweetheart. You know what I do on that day as things in my mom's memory? Eat and drink things she liked. Yeah, I remember the first Mother's Day. I've told this story before. Hi, Christy again, sweetheart. I'll never forget. It was early, Mother's Day in May. Too early for monarch butterflies to be here. And my mother loved them. And I remember sitting on my front porch. And because I know they'll migrate here until like June, end of June, middle of June, whatever. And I just remember I saw a monarch butterfly, and I thought, this is weird. And it was really cool that day. But why is there a monarch butterfly in May? And it landed on my hand. I shushed it away. It come back and landed on my hand again. And I'm like, what in the world? And then I shushed it away, and then it came and got on my shoulder, and it was like driving me crazy. And then all of a sudden I just felt this real peaceful feeling. And I'm telling you, I swear that was my mother. That butterfly was my mother's angel because I felt real calm. I'm out there sitting on the porch crying about my mom. And butterflies, and then last week, of course, it was getting ready to snow, and they always say, I used to hear, they don't always say, but I used to hear when I was a kid, like cardinal birds don't fly away. The cardinals, they're always all year round. They're here. But you always see pictures of cardinals, and that's like a sign of Christmas, like a symbolic for Christmas and the snow. But I was crying, thinking about my mom because it was Christmas and everything. And there were like 8 of those things out there in our maple tree. It wasn't snowing yet, but I thought, oh, they're here because it's going to snow. And then all of a sudden, I kind of swallowed hard, and I thought, oh my God, because they say redbirds, cardinals are a sign of your loved ones visiting you. So I don't know. I don't know. It's wild. Rauchi, I hope I say your name Rauchi. I hope I say your name right. How are you, sweetie? How you doing? But anyway, a butterfly showed up at my niece's baby shower and kept flying around us in the parking lot. We all said Grammy is here. Oh, probably. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've seen more cardinals this year than this winter and blue jays. I've seen a lot of them. They're crazy. I don't really think I remember seeing many blue jays in the wintertime ever, but there sure are a lot in our backyard. I remember my son had a hunting dog, and he kept it in a pen, and I hated that. And they used to get in the dog pen and eat the dog food. And then I remember going out and hanging up my laundry, and they used to dive bomb me. One just totally, landed on my head. I was hanging up laundry. They did not want me back there hanging up laundry. For about 5 years, I used to fight the blue jays when I went to hang up laundry because they were just crazy in that backyard. Of course, we had a garden back there, and I think they were picking up the cherries and cherry trees and peach tree and whatever kind of tree that was. All I know is I cut it down. Didn't know what kind of tree it was and cut it down and used it to spray paint it gold and make a money tree for a friend of mine that was having a wedding anniversary party, and my husband about beat me. But oh well. Thank you. Thank you guys for your thumbs up. I don't know how many thumbs ups I've got because I'm on the StreamYard and I can't see it. But I don't know. My dog's getting wound up. That means she'll be in here griping at me. Yes, I love the way that smells. We didn't have a clothes dryer for over 3 years. And we got one. Gosh, we just got one. Right, probably in August. We hadn't had one for 3 years. Now that was a challenge. Well, really wasn't bad though. We had to hang up our laundry. We hung up our towels. It wasn't bad really at all. You couldn't just like walk. You had to have, cool, 13. You couldn't just wash something like the night before and expect it to be dry. If you did it at night, the next day if you needed it to wear. But yeah, I could live without a clothes dryer. But the wash machine, then we had to get a new wash machine. The wash machine that we got, oh my God. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful to have it. Even though it's one of those weird economy jobs, We don't have a dryer. It's just my husband and I. Yeah, just me, my husband, and my son. Oh no, here comes the boss dog. Come here to gripe at me? We had one of those fold out accordion like things you hang. Oh yeah, we didn't have air conditioning for, I don't know how, God, since 2019, and we just now this summer got a new air conditioner system put in. It was like, I don't know how many thousands of dollars. We had a window unit, but it didn't uh, cool all the way through the house. In fact, I collect dolls, and I had my dolls in on my shelves in the back bedroom where my husband sleeps. He'd go to bed at night and it'd be 90 degrees back there. But it was so hot. Now get a load of this. Some of my Barbie dolls, their hair melted. That's how hot it got back there. And we had window fans, of course, in the hot summertime. And Missouri is a hot state in the summertime. Oh my God. Hot and humid. And you can't just turn or not ceiling fans, but your window fans on during the day because it doesn't do nothing but blow hot air in. And some of those Barbie dolls, though, their hands were so soft. Okay, coping, honey, with yarn. Thank you for coming, sweetheart. You take care, get you some sleep. And if I don't see you before I see you again, Happy New Year. I use clothes racks in our big master bathroom. Yeah, I had those, those fold out ones. I had them there in the living room, kitchen. Of course, I didn't let too much get dirty. Make sure I kept it all washed up. I bought some barrel fans at the farm supply store. Oh, those round ones that sit on the floor, those real high-powered things. Yeah, those are good ones. But I don't get too hot anyway because I'm very cold-natured. In fact, right now, I think it's like, it's 36 degrees. I was thinking it was 63. I was seeing backwards. Come here, puppy dog. What's your deal? Buff. He goes, Buff. Don't you bark at your mother. He's about to get what? He's about to get what? Yeah, Kim has something that he has in his shed that he uses. It's like that, but it's really, really powerful. But I couldn't handle the sound of those big loud things. I would go crazy because I'm very sensitive to sound. I think it's higher than it used to be. Don't ever not being able to sleep back than when we were younger. Oh yeah, it is definitely hotter. It's colder in the winter now and hotter in the summers because of this global warming. A lot of people don't understand that, but if you research and you read about it, our the snow caps are melting. And I'm telling you, if anybody doesn't believe that's real, I got news for them. I'm glad I'm old. I'm glad I'm as old as I am because I would not want to be be a young person right now and have to live with what's going to happen. I'm very into scientific reading about all this science and all the stuff that's going on. Yeah, I quit taking my gabapentin, Brenda. It just makes me too tired. Tired in the day, tired at night, too tired at night, and plus I'm too nosy. I want to stay up all night and see what's going on. Well, there ain't really nothing to nose into at night, but yeah, you have a good night. I'm going to be getting off here in a little bit too. But thank you guys for coming. I'll give it 7 more minutes, something like that. I don't come on too often, and I'm hoping Brenda Land, I'm hoping she goes on tomorrow night because it would be neat to go to Brenda's and have a New Year's Eve kind of a party. A lot of people will be live tomorrow night, so everybody will be live probably. So I'll probably just not even get on the computer because, I'll feel bad if I can't go to everybody's lives. But nighty night, Brenda. And I still see 8 folks in here. That's nice. Probably some lurkers. Lurkers can come in and say hello too, and some trolls. Trolls are always welcome. We got to remember those trolls are just what they are, trolls. So never take to mind what they say. Just ignore them. They're just trying to get people's dander up. So if there are any trolls out there right now, come on in and hit me with your best shot. That's what we got to do. It's just let them hit us with their best shot. Make them feel important. Trolls are people too. And they will say some nasty things, let me tell you, but you guys have all seen them. But that makes them feel important. And everybody needs to feel important, right? I had 2 doctor's appointments Wednesday, and one of them took me off almost all my BP medicine. Chemo's good and lowering that all. Wow. Jojo, how are you, honey? Hit me with your best shot. That was Pat Benatar. Let the trolls hit us with their best shot. I went off some of my medicine myself. I tell the doctors, I don't need that crap. And you know what? They give me medicine and they'll prescribe me stuff, and I'll end up never taking it. What you doing, Jojo? I'm hoping Brenda will go live. She said something about going live on New Year's Eve. She said, I was talking to her on the phone, and she said, I never called Outlaw Junior. I need to. Love is a battlefield. Yeah, that's another good one. I need to start calling you Junior Outlaw. But, yeah, she said she might go live on New Year's Eve. I hope she does. It would be fun to have a good old fun Brenda Land live, wouldn't it, Jojo? That would be fun. It would be so much fun. Yeah, I dyed my hair pink again. It doesn't look pink. I wasn't going to, I went and got it cut off and let the gray come in, and it's just too much trouble. So I did pink, and then I'm going to do, when my daughter-in-law sends me the other pink, it won't be as pink as it is in this picture, but it'll gradually get there. But I can't sleep, so I've been going through makeup. I hate throwing away expired makeup. Just money down the drain. I miss Brenda so much. Yeah, Brenda's a sweetheart. I've talked to her about every 3 days on the phone. And it's a very, very hard time for her. God love her. She's been through way too much. I thought about putting some makeup on. I was going to go to my mother-in-law's for Christmas, but then I thought, then I'll have to deal with kids. And I'm just not much on other people's kids. I wish I could see my own grandson, but that ain't going to work. Mommy and daddy, they can't get along, so grandparents have to suffer. But I thought, I'll do my face. And, I bought new clothes I was going to wear for Christmas. Got me this beautiful Christmas top that cost me a good chunk of money. And then I was just like, no, I don't want to go around people. Sometimes you're just like, but it's all good. It'll be okay. Nancy says, hi, Jojo. And she's just there lurking. But yeah, I hope Brenda does go live tomorrow night. That would be so awesome. I know she's up. I know she's not sleeping. It would be nice if she'd come in here and say hello. Sister, are you out there? I'm still not. I got a brand new computer for Christmas. I just got the really nice cushion computer bag that I bought to put it in. I'm still on my old computer. Colin bought me a computer, very, very, very nice laptop. Here comes a Cargagdor TV blog. Happy New Year, host. Happy New Year to you. Anyway, that bag, I really like it. Came today, got the laptop. I've only got on it one other time. I'm still on this old computer that I got from It's Me Jane, which is a very, very nice computer, and it's holding up very well. But that computer is just so new, and the first new one I've had, like I said, in 12 years, I'm almost afraid to get on it because I'm afraid I'll drop it. Thank you, Regina. I haven't had a new one in 12 years. I couldn't believe it. I had a sick kitty, so I spent Christmas. Some actually enjoyed it. Kitty is getting a lot better. Yeah, I'm glad the kitty is getting better, hon. Arnie lost his Mia. Mia the black cat. I don't know if you knew that or not. Yeah, the computer is new and nice, but it won't help my picture. My pictures are still, my screen when I do lives will still be blurry because that's the internet. One reason the internet is slow, but one reason why I don't get a clear picture is because Colin's in the next room and he's got the router and it's up in a corner and I'm not getting good, I guess you call reception because he's in his room and he shuts the door. So I'm not getting the good. He explained to me what it's called, but I can't remember. Or I don't know. So that's why here in the living room, my internet sucks. And I could go and set a chair down outside his room. And then my picture would be real clear. But that would be uncool because, I don't need to be that close to his room. And I don't want to be that close to him. Because it's Colin's router. And he does, it's the whole family's router, but because he works from home, he has his office all set up in his room and all his monitors and all that junk. So I don't know. It's nothing to argue about. It's more important that because he works from home and he's so good and helps us, and it's it's an HP, but it's a good one. Colin picked it out. I didn't even he just said, Mom, you want a new laptop for Christmas? He bought it for me. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it's okay. If people don't like me blurry, then I can't help it. That's right, Joanne. But he picked it out and I trust him. I read all the specs. It's got a lot of RAM and it's really, really good. But now Colin, he builds computer from the ground up. He does a lot of very, very intelligent, and he does medical training for a living. But he, when he graduated from college, I got a credit card, which is, nope, we don't do credit cards. But I got a prepaid credit card for a little over $1,000. Bought him, well, it wasn't prepaid, it was an actual credit card. Paid for the stuff for him to build his own computer. And, of course, he paid that off. I don't know how many gigs. Junior, all I know is Colin said it's got a lot. I read the specs, but of course I can't remember now. I got the paper here, but I have to have my magnifying glass on in order to see it. He got it on Black Friday, and he got it for a little over $500. He got it real good. Got a bunch off. It's a good one. In fact, my gynecologist has the very same one. And when I had to go, Colin went with me for my follow-up appointment. And Colin says, and that's just like my mom's computer. And they talked shop. How many this and how many that? And Colin said, that's really good. Oh, I won't break it. Hope you use Give I know you'll love it once you get used to it. Oh, yeah, it's real easy to use. This is probably the 20th or 25th, 30th maybe computer and laptop that I've had ever since my first one in 2002. So I've had Dells. I've had 3 Dells. I always give them to somebody to buy into one. This is when I was working and I needed all that stuff. I thought I did, or when I had money. I used to, sometimes less than 2 years. I've had Acers, I've had Asus, I've had everything. I've had 2 iPads. I've never had an Apple laptop. I've had many HPs. My first desktop computer was a Compaq Presario in 1996. Then I had 3 or 4 desktops. Oh God, I had two of those 10-inch laptops. I had Toshibas. I think 3 Toshibas. This one's a Toshiba I'm on now. Let's see. I don't know how anybody does anything, all their stuff on their phone. Hi, Colin. There's Collie Irons, and I ain't a line. Colin, how much RAM or spam or swam or ma'am or whatever my computer? Hi, Donna. How you doing, sweetie? GNE1. I don't know what Joanne just said there. Honestly, I have no idea where our laptop is. Ain't moving. Fun. Yes and no. It has more than 8 gigabytes of RAM. What you talking about? Is it only got 8? That doesn't seem high, Colin. You said I had a lot. I had a Gateway, Dell, Asus, and an Acer, and one I got now. Gigabyte, that okay. Well, whatever I use it for. Colin, does this, the HP that I have, see, all my computers work, but I wanted a new one. The one that Bootsy got me, that one's got a lot. And then I had this one, oh my God, that HP was amazing. The one that had, Colin, remember the one that had like bubbles on the front? Yeah, this is the Toshiba I'm on now. Then I have a Dell that's under the bed. I've had 3 Dells. I have a Dell that's under the bed that that I'm going to give to my nephew and let him fix them all. Madonna, how you doing? We're in here talking about laptops. Now, my husband got mad at me. The first Dell I had was in 2002. My husband was drinking beer. Come on over, Madonna, and drink some beer with him. He was drinking a little bit too much one night, and he said, you don't even pay attention to me. You're always on that Yahoo Messenger talking to your friends. I'm fine, damn it. It has a 500 GB SSD. I have SSD, Social Security Disability. Not SSI, SSD. But anyway, my husband punched the screen, so I said, blankety, blankety, blankety. And he wasn't fine, damn it, when he heard this. But when he punched my screen, I said, this is when I used to have a credit card when I worked. I grabbed my purse and that credit card, and I went straight to the store and bought me a brand smacking new computer. That one was a Toshiba. So what's the 500? I don't remember anything. My brain is, I'm a burnout. Jesus, I'm glad you're fine, damn it. Oh, God, I'm losing it. I am, but that's okay. Maybe if I lose it, somebody else will find it. You know? Lord. You going to celebrate New Year's Eve tomorrow night, Madonna? I told Colin I'm ready to try some wine. Now, my husband's got beer in the fridge. I almost drank a beer tonight, but the thing is with me, I take medication, so I don't know how much is okay to drink. I'm getting sick. SSD is good. Mine is just a 500 HD. What's the processor, Colin? Intel Pentium? I don't know. It's got a pretty good processor. You can upgrade the RAM to 16 gigabyte, but 8's enough for what you use it for. Now, my iPad, the first iPad had 16 something. What was that? Is 8 going to hold all my pictures? Yeah, Colin, you got to help me clean this one out too. It's with my mind. They're running away. What? What was that, Becky Bear? It's with my mind. They're running away. Well, I ain't going to use it for nothing but to jack around here on YouTube and I had mostly Intel. 16 gigabyte hard drive on the iPad. Yeah, and then how about so that's more than, upgrade the RAM to 16. Well, I'll be diddly darn. Okay, well, what's the other iPad I got? I don't like iPads. I mean, I like them, but I mean, they're okay for if you don't want to drag along a big laptop, but when Colin had his spinal fusion surgery in 2016, I took my iPad. I got that. Kim bought that for me in 2010. And I took that with me to watch movies on and stuff. But I don't even think I had a phones like we're not now, the touch screen. But I don't know how anybody does their stuff on their laptop on their phones, because I just can't see good enough. But I'll tell you one thing, this thing this laptop is plugged in on, the charger thing, the little box that gets her hot, it sure does feel good on my poor old sore knee. RAM isn't storage. It's kind of like horsepower. More equals faster and lets you run more programs at the same time. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know nothing, Colin, because I'm an old lady. And so, Colin, what means storage? What does RAM stand for? RAM tough? 16 gigabytes on the hard. What? I don't know. Everything. I've already forgot everything I ever knew, and then some. Random access memory. Well, that's random. Colin, is it Intel or AMD? Tyler wants to know. What is it? ASX. Colin's got this big, wild computer that has like flashing lights. It has an AMD processor. What's that mean? Okay, good night to you, Madonna, honey. Thank you for coming. God love you, sweetheart. I love you. Well, there is Philip Von Dingleberries. Nighty night, Madonna Boo. Love you, darling. It takes Mr. Time to learn to know me. Phil, what in the world have you been doing? AMD is a brand. Oh, brand. Okay. Yeah, I used to know all about computers. In fact, I taught my children, but now I'm old and my brain's been through too much. And I've had too many seizures and too many drugs. All legal, by the way. So, Phil, what is up with you and what is up with fish? Hey there, it's Phil. Well, a fish or something is not too sure. Okay, long time no see, kiddo. I'm hoping Brenda will go live tomorrow night. She said she was going to go live after the new year. Start going live again. But AMD, I want to know what AMD stands for. Ass, mouth, and never mind. It's late at night, so we can do a little bit of cursing. RGB lightning is what Colin's computer sounds like. Yeah, it's some kind of a gaming computer. He can game on it really. God, I was about to drop this one. And what is that? It's what's it called, Colin? Phil the trip. Yeah, Colin's computer. Now, this is not the computer that I got out of college that he built. This is a computer that he bought, that he's paying for himself. It is Archangel or something. What's it called, Colin? It's real. It's got an acrylic like thing. You can see the inside of the brain. I know AMD is a processor, but what does AMD stand for? It's Archangel. Is it really Archangel? That's what I call it. Archangel. What's it called? I'm so dumb. I've already forgot everything I've ever known. I bought it when computer prices were crazy expensive a year ago and you couldn't find any parts. You mean the one that you got that does all those cool colors? Remember when you bought it? I prefer Intel because used to it. Yeah. That's what this thing says. Intel. This computer of mine's about 10 years old. We were gonna get it all cleaned out and give it to my husband for Christmas. He gets the hand-me-downs, or as he calls them, the afterbirth stuff. Oh, AMD is the name of the processor, like Intel is. Okay, gotcha. My kids, they will act like I don't know nothing. I'm the one that taught them how to get on computers. Of course, my oldest son, no. When I first got my Colin will never forget when we bought that first computer we had. The poor kid, it was in August, and we went to Radio Shack and bought it. It's a compact Presario. Great big monster of a thing. We got the fax machine, the printer, the everything that came with it for $1,700. We paid $100 a month till we paid it off. And poor Colin was 3 years old, and the poor little kid had pneumonia. And you remember that, Colin? Intel and AMD are both good. My current computer is AMD, but the last one, wait a minute. But the last one was Intel. They're a computer processor not before though. Okay. They're a computer processor manufacturer, AMD and Intel, the two that's well known. Okay, gotcha. I'm just so sad that my first laptop, it's obsolete. I mean, my iPad, which was second generation. Yeah, I think ours was like 1,500. I'm not sure what it was. Seems like it was 1,500. Big old beast. But I have another iPad Air Lite. I never use them. They just sit there. We have iPhone with Snapdragon. Snapdragon makes mobile processor. Remember Snapdragon, Colin? Remember the Snapdragon? Colin, do we have any milk? I'm hungry. I might have to get me a glass of milk. Please, girl. Snapdragon. That was pretty funny, the Snapdragon thing. Snapdragon. But Colin's got it up there as Colin Ian and I ain't a lion, because that's what his name is, Colin Ryan. But we used to say Colin Ians and I ain't a lion. But anyway. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get off here. I have got an earache. Where did that come from? I'm sitting here holding this computer thingamajig. The computer and the cord sticks in both ends. The Toshiba, the little block thing. I'm holding it on my hand. And then I keep putting my warm hand on my ear because I've got an earache. But I'm going to get my butt off here. I thank you all for coming in. You're awesome. You rock and all that cool stuff. And I hope Brenda Land goes live tomorrow night. That would be awesome to meet up over there. We always had so much fun at Brenda's. Tyler and Regina and Kelly Lyons and Madonna. Toshiba is more like Pushiba. Well, Colin, it was free. Okay. Well, I'm going to get off here. You guys all have a good night. And I love you. Stay safe. Be happy. And just do the best you can. Be good to people. And even if they're bad to you, walk away. Walk away from all negativity. Colin tricked me. You're always tricking me. Okay, guys, I love y'all. I'm going to give me a glass of milk. Well, I guess I'll just eat. Well, it's free. It's free. Thank you, Becky. I did too, darling. All right, guys, I love you. I'm waving at you, but you can't see me. Okay, guys, nighty-night. Nighty-night, and don't let the bed bug bite, and if they do, I'm sorry. Okay? All right, and on that note, I love you guys. Good night. Sleep tight. Oh, I already did that, didn't I? Okay, guys, love y'all. See you next time. Happy New Year. Bye. How the heck do I get this thing off? I gotta end it. End it. Colin always says he's gonna end me. Okay, bye, guys. Love ya.